Here we go, boys. We're back at it yet again. It is inside the war room. Like I said, we're back at it. We got week 4 ahead of us, week 3 down the books. I finally feel like I'm getting the hang of what I am doing.
Wow.
A little bit.
I feel like
I didn't struggle as much this week.
We'll see. That's for us to judge.
All right, boys. Now, as we go through this list, we're going to go from 32 to 1.
Exactly.
I like doing it the opposite
Nobody
way.
cares.
Nobody cares about my feelings or how I like things.
No,
whatever.
Hey,
it's fine.
you already made a great choice that I told you to do last week, and that was to put the stupid Jets in last place.
Let's go. High five for the Jets in last. High five for the Jets in last. There we go. The Jets are in last.
The Jets suck. You know who else sucks?
Zach Wilson.
The Jags.
The Jags.
But they suck a little bit.
They competed
a little bit
though,
worse
for a
than the
little
Jets.
bit.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Jaguars show that they might be able to win a game or two. The Jets have not done that.
No.
They got to fix the turnovers.
And the Jag, I mean, they're basically a cat, so you pretty much have to put them ahead of them because they're
ahead
a cat.
of the Jets. All right, so there really shouldn't be much explaining here. The Jets went down, even though the Jaguars lost. They went up a spot just because of purely how terrible that the Jets looked.
Oh yeah.
Is everybody all right with that?
Yeah.
Is
Pretty
that
much.
okay?
The Jets look
I
like
like
they
that.
literally have nothing.
Hey,
They have nothing.
these two
positive
teams will
about them.
probably remain there until they play each other in Week 16.
I cannot wait for that game.
Please tell me it's a Thursday night game and we can skip it.
I don't know.
Be so sad. So look, the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, turnover machine. They can't play defense. They can't do anything right. They can put up points here and there though. So that's
Yeah,
why they're at
pretty
31.
much.
James Robinson looked like he fixed some stuff though this week.
He was better.
He
He was
finally
lot
did a
better.
little
He-
something.
You know, he was a lot better. Found the end zone.
Fair play.
They're
Over
still
100
screwed,
yards.
but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we have the Lions, Giants, Falcons all staying in the same place. The Lions, they could have beat the Ravens. They should have beat the Ravens. It really wasn't 100% their fault.
It's pretty much that the Ravens made a 66-yard field goal.
I beg to differ. I think it was the Lions' fault.
It was.
They ran 3 times in a row, pedestrian. Then they didn't do what the Ravens did against the Chiefs. They didn't go for it on 4th and 1. What do you have to
That's big
lose at that
fact.
point?
And
That's big fact.
apparently-
What do you have
That's
to
true.
lose at that?
I didn't even notice this, but apparently there was a delay game on the Ravens that wasn't called. that was pretty
there's like-
obvious.
Really?
There's a delay between what we
So that
see
would've-
on the TV and the thing, though, is how they explain
okay.
it.
I don't
But
know.
I
That was a
don't know. I do
that was a
think it
hot
kinda
topic.
sus.
I was seeing that everywhere.
Would that have made that 66-yarder a 71-yarder is what I'm asking.
Would he have made it?
Impossible.
No way.
Who
I'd say
knows?
to hit off the
I'm pretty
dinged
sure-
off
Yeah,
the
but
crossbar.
if it would have
pretty
been
sure it
71,
would've
he would have been
made-
like more power.
It would have made the field goal much.
Exactly. They wouldn't even have went
The
for
game
it.
would have been over at that
Exactly.
point immediately.
Okay, so Detroit stays in the same spot. If they beat the Ravens, I think I would have kept them in the same spot.
Wow.
Can I
really?
say that?
No.
I did.
Did.
That's pretty much where I have them. That's
did.
pretty much how I feel about them.
I think you would have to kind of put him ahead of. Well, it's what I'm not doing what ifs. I'm not even talking about it.
Right.
Not
No
even
what
talking
ifs
about
around
it.
here. Giants, Falcons.
Pretty much makes sense. Falcons beat them.
Logan, your Falcons won. They didn't move. Listen, I just can't really put them ahead of these teams.
Yeah, you're right. You can't put them much higher as of right now. Listen, we're facing the Jets. Better be a win. If it's
This
not
week
a win,
is
dude,
week 4's a Jets?
And I don't know if it's this week, but
I
that's
think it's
an
next.
upcoming game.
It's next week.
We face the Washington football team. We also face the Miami Dolphins.
This
Pretty
stuff is
easy.
going to help.
Those are 3 wins that we could get. If they don't move up within the next 3 weeks to that 20 to 23 category, I'm going to be very disappointed.
I promise you they won't.
Whoa, why?
There's
20
no
to
shot.
23.
You should be happy if they move up to 25. That's what we're talking about here.
Listen, you have Miami 22. What if we beat Miami?
Let's slow down for
What
a
if we
second,
beat
okay?
Miami?
Why did Miami
What if you
go
beat
up?
Miami?
What if you lose to the Jets?
You could beat Miami.
Something else?
That is also possible.
We beat Miami and the Washington football team and lose to the Jets.
Joe, you were talking about it just yesterday. The Giants, they're 0-3. The schedule is tough as heck.
Yeah,
They-
I tell you
they
what.
have
I
the
had them as
hardest
a
schedule.
sleeper
Do they?
team or like
They
a
do.
dark horse team. I take that back. I looked at their schedule. Holy cow, that is tough.
The only easy games they have
it's
are versus
tough.
the football team and the Eagles. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
It's true.
So they have a tough schedule.
They have the toughest schedule.
That's confirmed,
Confirmed.
factual
It's
It's
information.
confirmed. It is.
Confirmed,
It is.
Wow.
It's
Why the Giants? I mean, shoot, they didn't even do that good last year to deserve that.
they're the Giants.
Eagles move down 2 spots. What the heck happened with them and the Cowboys?
They're showing their true colors.
Exactly what I thought was going to happen.
Imagine making the Cowboys defense look really good.
They made the Cowboys defense look incredible. And we'll get into the Cowboys in a few, but the Eagles looked awful. Exactly how I expected it.
Jalen?
Now, you Eagles fans that were hating whenever I said they were trash before, and they competed with the 49ers. Back off a little bit, all right?
Back off.
Back off.
Back.
Tell them to back off.
Back off.
Tell them.
Don't come close.
Where's the energy, Logan? Come on.
Imagine
Texans
Imagine
+1.
Jalen Hurts though
Why are
running
they-
for his life the entire game.
Yeah, their offensive
pretty
line
effed.
is non-existent. They're almost in the same category as the
It's
Steelers.
kind
with
of
that O-line.
it's a Pennsylvania issue.
PA and their what's up with PA and their O lines?
I don't know.
And
We need to get it figured out.
Yeah.
It's strange too, because like it's not like they've got no names on the O line either. I mean, you have Lane Johnson. That should account for
Older.
something, right?
He's an old head.
Yeah, age might be catching up to him, but it's still
Texans up
Lane
one,
Johnson.
We got the Texans up 1. They lost to the Panthers, but they played a pretty good half versus the Panthers, and they didn't have Tyrod. Listen, these
Half.
bottom teams here, you'd be happy if they play a good half, okay? This
They
is where
played
we're
a
at
good
here.
half, and
It's
they went
true.
up 1.
It's true.
They haven't been doing bad.
They haven't been.
Oh, really?
Why are my Falcons
They had
good?
another good half versus the Browns. You put 2 of those halves together, that
That's
might
true. They
equal a win.
competed against the Browns. They competed against who else did they
crazy.
compete
They're
against?
shocking me.
That's
Who was
crazy.
their week 1 game? Does anybody remember?
The Jags.
Was it the
Yeah,
Jags?
Jags.
Was it
Yeah.
actually the Jags? Oh,
Yeah.
it was the Jags, and they won.
They won.
Oh, yeah, they
Brandon
better won.
Cooks. Brandon Cooks is actually, I believe,
What did I freaking say
Top-
about Brandon Cooks?
top 3 wide receiver.
What
right
did I
now.
say about Brandon Cooks?
Which
My
is
sleeper
insane
of
to
the
me.
freaking year at wide receiver. He's popping off like
Wow.
nobody else's business.
He has 100
Wow.
yards in
Poppin'?
all 3
That's true.
games, right?
Poppin'?
I believe he has
Yes,
100.
every game he's
Pretty much because they have nobody
Couple
else.
touchdowns.
exactly.
But still, even
Eh.
if you have nobody else, like
25 Patriots down 1
They
spot.
stink.
they
They stink.
They're not
What'd I
good.
say?
They
This is
stink.
another one.
Stink.
New England fans just coming at my dang neck or whatever
They
because they win a
stink.
game versus the Jets. They demolish the Jets. Whoop-de-doo.
Jets aren't good.
Jets ain't crap. Dude,
Jets
the
ain't
Jets
good.
have like 0 points in the past 2 games combined.
So what?
That's kind of crazy.
They're so
So
Think
what?
about that
You
for
know
a
how
second.
many-
That's why they're 32, Joe.
You know how many completions Zach Wilson has to the opposing team? He's doing
He's
good.
very good at that.
He's very good.
He's very good at that. Best in the league. One
Who,
of
Yeah,
them.
Does he
elite.
have more than the Bears had yards in their last game? Hot dang. Versus the Browns?
Maybe.
I mean,
Disgusting. The Patriots with Mac Jones,
He
it's
stinks.
going to be
He
a scary
stinks.
sight. He's not, yeah, I mean, frick,
Well,
he's not
actually,
off. They're
he's
not
the best.
helping
He's
him,
the best rookie quarterback right now.
technically.
I
He has the
think
one
this-
win.
This was a bad week for rookie quarterbacks. I think it was
Every
the
single
worst
week's
week
been a
out
bad
of
week.
They all-
This is a bad
They
year.
all
but
stink.
it hasn't been terrible.
They're
like
1 and
this
10.
last week was terrible.
Yeah,
with
they're
it.
they're 1 and 10, and that's just because Mac Jones beat the Jets.
Say that said again.
They're 1 and 10, all rookie quarterbacks.
And
Bad.
what happened to
Who-
this
who was the
great
one winning?
quarterback draft
Mac
class?
Jones against the Jets.
Oh well, then
And there had to be a win
they
there.
might as well be
So-
0-11. Like
Exactly.
What, is
What are they gonna tie? Patriots are there. The Patriots are gonna be around this rank all season. Let's move on to the next list. Starting with Washington, down 1 spot.
They kinda stink.
Yeah, they stink too.
Their defense is even stinking.
But I slightly like them as of right now better than the other teams.
fair.
I'll be honest with you. I
Not
think
by
they
much
should-
though.
I think they should be 0-3.
You think they should be 0-3?
yeah.
Who did they beat?
They beat the Giants because of a
That's right. That was a
offside
close
penalty.
game. That was a close game.
That was
And
a
then
close
they
one.
blew the game to the Chargers. Like
So it just goes to show you from 24 to 32, the NFC lease is back into effect, which means the Cowboys walk in the park. We'll get back to that. I keep going
Pretty
back to
much.
the Cowboys.
Yeah.
It's so easy for them. Frick, dude. Washington was supposed to be their competition because of their defense, and they just have not showed up whatsoever. They put up,
True.
the Bills put up 42, 47 points last week.
42, I believe.
You know, it's kind of
Say
crazy
dang.
saying that, though. You know,
I
I would
did.
say the AFC is pretty garbage.
Yeah.
The NFC overall is pretty garbage. If it wasn't for the NFC West, think about it. The NFC North have the
True.
Packers. That's about it. The Vikings are okay, but then the Bears and Lions suck. Then you got the NFC East. They all suck except the Cowboys.
Yeah. It's pretty much the
Saints,
NFC
but
West
like, it's-
carrying right now.
yeah.
Saints ain't anything right now.
Right, that whole division.
Panthers, meh,
Bucks are
we'll
good,
see.
but like the NFC West is making them
I-
look elite.
Exactly. I think the NFC has the heavy hitters.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Definitely.
Yeah,
just by name
clicked.
alone,
I'm like
too.
dogging on the AFC. The NFC is like,
Bears down 4.
beats
Now, see, I
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
Say, what do you have to say about
I
that?
feel like that is kind of unfair to them because this was Justin Fields' first. Hold on, let me explain myself here.
Dude, Matt Nagy's getting fired. Here.
Oh well, yeah,
Mark my words.
I agree with that. I
Mark
think
my
Matt
words.
Nagy is the whole problem there, but they tried to put Justin Fields into Matt Nagy's offense rather than focusing it around the quarterback you're putting in.
Don't you think they should have been prepared all season? They knew he was going to come in eventually at some point.
Yes, I think
maybe
Matt-
now was
Matt
earlier than
Nagy-
they thought.
Matt
but
Nagy,
This is
hot
so much
take,
more
should have been
comfortable.
fired last year.
Oh, he should have. Tell me why Nick Foles didn't come in for that game.
Tell me why they haven't even announced who their starting QB is this week.
Because Nick Foles isn't all that.
Yeah, but look who
he
Nick-
has a big eggplant.
Here's why. Here is why they haven't announced their starting quarterback. Matt Nagy tries to confuse the other team when there's literally one good option to put it in a certain position.
Well, he pretty much sucks.
Justin Fields I think he needs another year and he'll be fine. He needs a better coach too.
Well, let's just put him out there against the Browns defense.
So you better not get him hurt before you.
That's
want
what
him
I'm
to start.
saying. Let him figure things out for a year, just as a backup for a little bit, okay?
Look, dude,
Andy
Bears
Dalton
stink.
is hurt, so you're not going to play Andy Dalton. Play Nick Foles. What's the worst that could happen?
Here's the thing. I think that the fans wanted to see Justin Fields, and if they didn't bring Justin Fields out in that game, then they're going to say, "Oh wow, all the rumors are going to come out. Is Justin Fields not good enough?"
You can't do that though. That's just like everyone wants to see Trey Lance, but they're holding their ground. You know what
They're
I mean?
holding their ground. Yeah, they have a lot more.
The
hope.
Bears, you know what sucks too? The Bears don't even suck. It's just their QB situation is just so messed up.
And their head coaching thing is bad.
Let me ask you this, guys. Very bad game for Bears or very good game for Browns?
Very
I'd
Very
say
bad.
very
good
bad game for Bears. Justin Fields got sacked 9 times.
Yeah.
9 times.
I'm gonna say if your O-line lets up 9 sacks, it's a bad game for the Bears. But
that's-
it's just so
Like,
overwhelming.
look how bad these other offensive lines are in the league. And 9 sacks, dude. 9
Yeah.
sacks.
Is that a record?
I don't
There's
know.
no
That's
way
a
that
lot.
can be
That is
record.
a
That's
lot.
still a
Records.
lot, but
22 Dolphins.
Imagine
plus
going up
4.
4 spots.
And losing.
Don't hate
Imagine
on me,
that.
all right?
Imagine doing that
Listen,
somehow.
Explain
Listen,
yourself, I'm
this
interested.
is what we call a correction. This is whenever I come on and sympathize with Dolphins fans and let them know that I may. It's hard for me to
You need
say.
some
I
Newports.
apologize. I may have overreacted. We had them drop 8 spots after their week 2
My
game.
dude's like Jacoby Biscuit. I love him. Let's
This
put
is-
him up 4
That's what I
spots.
said. That's what I said.
Don't point.
Once I thought about it, and I thought about it before the game, I said Jacoby Brissett is probably a better quarterback than Tua.
This is the most amateur move you've ever made.
Did he not prove that he's a better quarterback than
It
Tua?
was a good game.
So you lose and you got 4?
They brought the Raiders, who are undefeated, who beat 2 good teams, into overtime.
Who you're not sold on.
Well,
I'm not sold on, no.
You
But they're an
think, all right,
above-average
you keep it-
team.
You keep it close. You
You
go
are-
up 1.
You are putting a team who blew a 14-0 lead in less than 5 minutes up 4 spots.
That's crazy.
Up
I
4
don't-
spots.
I don't think
And my
if
Falcons
you
stay
can
there.
You
sit
know-
here like you have for the past few weeks and say Miami's got a really good defense and they let up 14 points in 4 minutes.
You tell me right now what team below them should be ahead of them.
What team below them should be ahead of them?
Yeah. You can't come up with one because there isn't one.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying they don't deserve to be.
I
up
feel
there.
like I was getting shots taken at me from all angles right there, and I feel
are
like I just
good.
backed
I
up.
don't think you should have dropped the Colts 5 spots.
They're 0-3.
Yeah, they are
okay,
0-3.
they're 0-3. All right.
I've been trying to back them up
Yeah.
every single week.
Carson
What
Wentz
do
is
they
hurt.
do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Carson Wentz is hurt.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
can't prove.
Yeah,
they,
but
they
who?
need to prove
What's
something.
saying that he's going to be able to stay in at all? What's telling you he's going to be able to complete one more game
They
throughout
need
the
to
whole
start
season?
showing something, and they haven't shown anything.
Yeah.
No, look, they had some tough competition. Seahawks, Titans.
Yeah. He'll be
And it
healthy.
was close.
He's taking his Flintstone vitamins.
How
He'll be
about this?
okay.
The real one I don't agree with, Bengals at 20.
I agree.
Why?
I think that's low.
Why?
I agree.
Well, they beat the Steelers. for one.
Okay.
Who'd they play week 2?
Bears.
Bears.
Beat the Bears in a close one.
Yep.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't have had the turnovers they
Beat
had.
the
Who'd they play
Vikings.
week 1? Jamar Chase is an absolute animal. Let me just say that.
What are you looking at?
Wait, hold on. They're not undefeated.
No.
I know they're not, but I'm not saying
They lost either the Bears or the Vikings.
Okay,
They
you
lost
put
to the Bears.
Panthers
Oh, they
at
lost to the
19.
Bears.
You put the Panthers at 19.
And
above
that's
them.
okay. So yeah, my
What are you
biggest,
saying?
your biggest issue here is the Panthers being
Why
down.
are the Vikings?
Let me
less
talk-
more when
Okay,
they're 1 and 2?
So
Let me talk.
here's your problem.
Go ahead.
Here's your problem. You have the Broncos at 17. Okay, they're 3-0, but guess what? You know who their opposing record is? 0-9.
Okay.
Joe.
Look, the Panthers should be in the 17 spot.
Nah, they shouldn't be.
Yes, they
because-
should be. You know they have the number 1 defense against the run and pass. They ain't no joke.
Dog.
They ain't no
also
joke.
got hurt. They also have big injuries.
C-Mac
care.
out. DJ Moore
I don't care.
dinged up. They didn't play the best
AC
game
Horn.
versus the Texans, and I don't want to just jump on that train completely. I know TJ's trying to
But
talk
dude,
us
they're
all
better.
into it.
No, but
All right.
they're better than the Broncos.
Let me ask
I don't
you-
care
I'm
if
not,
they're undefeated.
I'm not 100% certain about that because I like the Broncos defense
Broncos
better.
are banged up too.
And,
I-
okay, who do you like better, Teddy Bridgewater or Sam Darnold?
I don't know
I'm
yet.
picking Teddy.
I don't know yet.
I'm picking Teddy.
I don't know
me
yet.
Say this. Okay. I will say the Broncos being at 17 is okay.
Thank you.
No.
But
I'm saying this because I believe the Broncos have the second best defense now. Because Philly
statistically, is that what you're saying?
Statistically, yes. Because the Eagles had it the other day and then lost.
The Eagles?
clearly lost it. So,
Right.
so
That's why we got to be
will
careful
say
with
that's
looking
okay.
at stats.
I could see both the defense being like that. I like the fact that the Broncos are healthy on their defensive side of the ball, minus Bradley Chubb. But here's the thing: if the Panthers were to win this week and make it 4-0, would you move them into the
It's
top
just
15?
disrespectful that they
Would
won and
you
moved
move
them
them
down
into
2
the top
spots.
Do we know who they play?
I do not know 100% who they play.
We'd have to look at the schedule because that depends. and
But
that
I know
matters.
they
It
got-
depends
Who
how.
are you talking about?
I'm
the
okay with
Panthers
moving
play
them into
next.
the top 15. Of course, if they win this upcoming game in week number 4, there's a good chance they're going to be in the top
It's just-
15.
I just don't know why.
It's
you
just some of the
dropped them.
thing. Yeah, it's the
That's
thing that you just move the Panthers down when they win,
The
and then
Panthers
like the
play the
Dolphins
Cowboys.
lose.
They
and
play
you
the
move them
Cowboys.
up
There
4.
you go.
Yeah.
We'll
If
see
the Panthers
now.
beat the Cowboys, they will 100% be in the
If
top
that
15,
defense-
maybe.
Can that top defense play against quite
I'm not
possibly
convinced
the
they
top
can.
offense?
The
Dude,
thing
the
is, the
Panthers
Cowboys
can
are
compete
inconsistent.
against that game. I'm telling you right now.
They can or
They
can't.
can.
Oh no,
They
I
can.
no, definitely they can. There's not a doubt about it. Look, let me hop back for a second because I know Bengals fans are triggered right now that they're 4 or 5 spots lower than the Steelers, who they just
true.
mollywopped.
That's true.
I had the Bengals at 20. I feel like I put my neck out there a little bit because should they have been lower before that game? I don't know. What did they do to be impressive? Nothing. I came into the game expecting the Bengals to beat the Steelers, had them ranked at 20, expecting them to beat the Steelers.
Oh,
And guess
whatever. You
what?
switched like 2 times.
But I didn't. I
Whatever.
listened to TJ because
Whatever.
TJ is blasphemous.
Well, TJ's getting smacked again.
TJ
so it
doesn't know
matter.
anything, okay?
That's true,
I'll
but
listen to him.
dang it.
So the Bengals are staying there. Young team still. This isn't their year. I don't know how many times I have to
I will
it.
say,
this
though,
is not their
defense-
year.
Whoa,
good
number
offense.
1 in the division right now.
You are absolutely
down.
correct
Thank
for
you.
putting the Steelers
I crank 90s, Joe.
higher
that's the one
than the Panthers and even the
That's the
Vikings.
one I
I'm
agree
not
with.
because I'm
Yes,
not
you are.
trying to overreact.
That's not even overreacting,
They have
though.
a very good defense. TJ Watt, once he comes back, wait.
Then you put him up
Sloppy
higher.
game.
Then you put him up higher.
No,
again.
That's true.
no.
I think
You know
a
the
big-
5 stages
This
of
is a
grief.
week by week. This is a
It's
week by week power
A
ranking.
big
moved
measure
them
of a
down to.
team, though.
No, but okay, how are you going to tell me the Panthers, Vikings are lower than the Steelers right
a
now?
huge measure of a
Steelers
team
have better players.
is how they perform when they don't have their star players.
Who are banged up right
who
now,
are
by
all
the way.
banged up. But at the same time, I can understand why
This
momentum's
coming
in.
week, I think you are on some type of
Look,
meds.
the Steelers versus the Packers. Obviously, they're going to lose that game, more than likely.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Just
That hurt to say.
I see who you're representing.
That hurt to say.
yeah.
Hey, Logan.
I just got one Steeler item over there.
We got to represent
2
all the
Cowboys.
teams.
Okay, but
We already did.
Cowboys? 2 Cowboys?
You guys are too much today. Vikings up 4 spots.
You're too much.
Impressive. You like the Vikings,
I
don't
do like
you?
the Vikings.
Is that a good spot for the Vikings at 18? For now. They have a chance to climb.
Dang it.
The Vikings offense is figuring it out. I think.
Dude, the Vikings offense is crazy to me, actually.
But the fact is, they're 1-2. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't think they should have been moved as high, but I think
agree.
they're on the rise.
Kirk Cousins should be
I
able to
think
get this
that's fair.
team to the wild card.
I agree.
Okay.
He definitely should. There's
He-
no
they-
excuse for them.
Depends on how that NFC West.
I hate the Steelers at 16 right now.
I know you hate the Steelers at 16. I had them a little bit lower, but I'm thinking about it because this is very tough to do in the moment, especially after a big loss. We've seen
Whoa.
the
I
Saints.
just feel like you
bad
look
loss.
a little bit too much in the future sometimes with
I agree.
this.
That is true.
You just need to
I'm
do
looking-
week by week, like right now.
Yeah, look at who they're.
The
You have to-
circumstances.
You have to take into consideration the weeks that have been played,
Yes.
the week that just happened,
Yes.
and then your all-around feeling about the team. And the Steelers, to me,
But they're an example to me,
Middle of
though,
the
that
pack.
you need to have them lower. Then if they do improve and the players come back and they're rise up, then you put them up again.
Yeah.
That's
I agree
fair.
with that.
I like my spot for the Steelers.
Well, you shouldn't.
That's what you said.
I did
All right,
say
Saints
that.
at 15. Saints at
I
15.
feel like the Steelers would be able to handle the Broncos.
Dude, okay.
Okay.
They can't handle anybody.
Hold up.
They can't handle anybody.
We couldn't handle the Bengals.
Yes, they can't
defense.
handle.
Bro,
No
let
matter
me
who
tell
they
you
could
this.
play the Jets. I promise you it would be
How's
close
this-
somehow.
How's this for elite defense? You know how bad that offensive line. Sorry. You know how bad. How's this? How's this for elite defenses? How in the world, with how terrible the Bengals' offensive line is, do you not get a single sack?
Yeah.
I don't care
Which sucks
who.
because I think we
the
had
heck
how many
you're putting
consecutive
in.
games with a sack, and that was ruined.
I don't care who you're putting in against the Bengals' offensive line. If you don't get one sack, you suck.
Mark my words.
What?
This is an overreaction by you guys.
No, it's not. I'm
It's
not,
not even
saying
like
this
I
should
have
be
this-
bottom 20. I'm just saying you just.
They're a middle of the pack. They're at the exact middle.
But they're 1 and 2.
They have a lot of good players. You guys are forgetting that.
You have
They were
two
down a lot of
undefeated-
players.
You have 2 undefeated teams ahead of or below them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but those undefeated teams need to keep proving more.
So do the Steelers, though.
Yeah.
They're not proving that much. You say it yourself. They can't put up points in the first half.
You know what Ben said? We're this close. Do I believe him? Heck no, I don't believe him.
All right. There's
Kiss
no
that man.
persuading you. Let's get on. Let's move on.
Saints at
This is a
15.
good spot. You mark my words.
Saints
This
at
is a good
15.
spot.
I'm marking them.
Saints
That's
at
fair.
15.
That's average. That's
They
fair.
remain in the same spot.
Yeah.
Are we okay with this?
Yeah, they mollywopped the Patriots, which they should have.
Which they should have done.
Yeah. Patriots ain't nothing.
I expected it to happen. It happened. They're going to be inconsistent. There's going to be games where they're inconsistent. It's just because of Jameis Winston. That's how it's going to be.
This next one, this is going to be a team that's in your top 10. Give it a week or two.
I'm excited for
yeah.
this team.
Finally.
Chargers will look good.
I'm very excited about the Chargers.
Mike Williams figuring it out.
Mike Williams finally freaking done it, man.
How many years has it taken him?
4 years.
Like 4 years.
He's popping. He's a leading
He's
receiver
finally
right now.
that guy that people thought he was going to be able to be. He's always been able to jump up and go for the ball versus anybody.
Is he,
Yeah.
Now he's putting the consistency in.
Is
The
he the
route
new
running
Keenan
starting
Allen?
to show up. What's
is he
that?
the new Keenan Allen?
He doesn't have to be the new Keenan Allen. He's more of a
1A,
Calvin
1B.
Johnson type player.
Let's say 1A, 1B.
They're different types of players.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen's a possession route runner type guy. Mike Williams, that go deep, go getter, jump up high,
Yeah.
get the ball.
I'm
Wait
still
for the
saying
ball.
that
Big
like
man.
Keenan Allen can do that though too.
He can.
I mean, of
That's
course
fair.
he can.
They're both. I mean, they're both great.
Chargers on the rise, absolutely.
I'm excited for them.
100%.
I really hope they do well.
I do
would love to
too.
see them
Right.
move on into the playoffs.
Hey,
This is a team that's going to be great.
Charger fans, show up because there's not many of you.
I know.
So
There's
don't be a bunch of
absolutely-
bandwagons either out there.
Right. If you're a Chargers fan, you let us know now and don't hop in whenever they win.
I kid you
to
not.
knock
When
off
we
4 in
played
a
the
row.
Chargers, what was it last year? They played Renegade in the fourth quarter
That's
at the Charger Stadium.
Get the heck out of there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is it a sign of disrespect or is that their thing?
I don't know.
That can't be their thing. That's a Steelers thing.
Exactly.
Not this-
But there was way more
Dang it.
Steeler
There's
fans
probably
there.
more Steeler fans.
Oh, that's why.
there.
Because there's more Steeler fans there. That's what you're saying. That's
Yeah,
The
hilarious.
Chargers, you guys
That's pretty embarrassing.
get just
That-
show up for
they're
them.
literally every week so far. There's been more fans of the away team going to the Chargers.
Which is so disrespectful too, because they're not even bad. They're a
Well,
good
no,
team.
it's-
Well,
you
yeah,
know
that's
what
what I'm
it
saying.
is?
It's going to be a bandwagon.
That's what
fan
happens
now.
whenever you
Yeah.
move out of your state.
Yeah, and here's what happened. You got
Yeah, but
the
even in
Rams,
San Diego, they didn't
Yeah.
have
you got
that
the
big of a
Rams
fan
competing
base.
with you, and they felt like they got their team stolen from them in San Diego.
The Chargers will be that team that everybody starts hopping on.
Yep.
Yeah,
To
I
have
agree.
to, you
Yep.
know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Raiders down 1,
Why?
even after the win. What did they do, Frank? They almost lost to the Dolphins.
But they okay. I mean,
They
They-
almost
they
lost
put-
to Kobe
what I
Brissett
don't
and the
agree with
Dolphins.
is you having the Seahawks above them. I think the Seahawks are.
Oh, come on.
Let-
Seahawks
let-
are better.
I feel like you could swap the two, and I'd be okay with it.
Nah.
Can I tell you why?
Why is
I think
that?
I should tell you why.
Because of the Seahawks defense.
In the how many points have the Seahawks scored in the second half of the past 2 games?
How many, Frank?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I think it's more to do with how many points they've let up.
And with how many
I don't think
they-
that's
their
a question.
defense can't hold teams. Period.
Pretty
They
much.
can.
It's bad.
That's why I dropped them down 5 spots.
I
But
think
how
you
can
should've
you
dropped
bet
them down
against
6.
Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, Chris Carson? They can keep up with any team.
Well, Chris Carson's hurt.
What?
He's got a hamstring issue. He came back into the game or something. but
fine.
He's always hurt
He's
every
fine.
year.
yeah. Well,
The reason why the Seahawks are still here is because Yes, their defense is lacking. It almost reminds me, not as quite as great of an offense as the Steelers had with a trash defense years ago with Ben and Lev.
Yeah.
And AB.
Yeah.
They can outscore any team and keep up. It's going to be very tough. It's going to be a lot on the offense. But they can do it 12 for now.
The thing that scares me with the Seahawks is like last year, they're pretty much in the same position as they were last year. And like
Exactly.
they started off hot and then they kind of just fizzled out.
Exactly. The thing is, they actually lost pieces from last year, so
I know.
they are worse off. Cowboys, 11.
They good.
Up 2.
They good. Cowboys good. Zeke looking like himself in that Eagles game, huh?
They
Don't overreact to it because they played the Eagles, but
Yeah, do not overreact to that.
they could be 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely could be 3.
They ran into a tough team week 1 in the Buccaneers. I mean,
And this is the thing, right? Because, good.
their defense, too, the past 2 games.
Right. We were talking
not
about
exactly no-name teams. I mean, the Chargers holding them to, what, 11 points?
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Well, not 11, 17, I think.
I was 17-14. I was thinking it was 14-11. My bad.
2017.
Then,
So, here's the thing real quick. After last season, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. The Cowboys' defense has been disgraceful, okay? So then they had their week 1 game versus the Buccaneers, and they looked porous. It seemed like it was going to be the same thing over and over again because the Bucs put up a ton of points. They had people open everywhere. I mean, there were receivers, tight ends open by 10, 15 yards every single play. I'm thinking it's going to be the same story. But then back-to-back weeks, they showed maybe their defense can actually do something. Even with DeMarcus Lawrence out, Micah Parsons stepping up. Do you know who their cornerback is? Their cornerback had a fantastic
Trayvon
game. Diggs.
He was actually, I believe, voted Defensive Player of the Month.
Fantastic game versus the Eagles. Now he's covering Devonta
The pick
Smith
6.
and
they actually, I believe they were on the same team in college.
actually,
Yes.
okay.
So they were talking smack the whole game. It
Who
was
went
so fun to
Alabama?
watch.
He went to Alabama.
Yeah, they both went to Alabama. So
wow.
It was impressive. He
was
actually was
very
very
nice.
impressive. Again, it was versus the Eagles receiver core, so I
Yeah.
want to take
But
that with a grain of
still-
salt. Nelson
still,
Aguilar, I don't know. Whatever.
very
Okay.
good game defensively. For the
Yeah,
Cowboys.
this is a fun team. This is a fun.
I like it.
It still feels weird to have them this high at 11.
Yeah.
Normally it's
They
the
will.
Cowboys, and you're thinking, maybe
Yeah.
15.
Middle of the
But
pack or
keep
so,
Thinking
yeah.
though, they're also going to probably be a playoff team just because of the division there.
Oh, yeah,
so
big-
look
oh,
at it
yeah,
that way.
That's
Yep.
what I was going to
But
say.
they're
They're going
also
to walk
going to
straight
be
in.
a home team probably for the playoffs, which is even bigger.
That helps.
Yeah, we'll see how they do in the playoffs.
I
They'll
can
cowboy
agree.
it up.
Ravens at 10.
Ravens down 3.
They looked like they struggled against.
The thing about the Ravens is, guys,
Inconsistent. Can't figure them out yet.
Yeah,
that's definitely one thing. That's for sure.
Marquise Brown 3 drops.
Whenever I rated the Ravens as they went from 14 or 15 all the way to 7.
Yeah.
And I put them at 7 because they beat the Chiefs in week number 2. And the teams below them, probably from like the 8 to 12 spot, didn't have good games. They didn't impress. And the one team that did impress was the Ravens. So that really made me want to bump them up there, despite my questions that I've been having about them.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have a close game versus a bad team. Lucky to come out of that one alive.
Every game they've had has been a close game. It was even a close game against the Raiders.
Right. You don't want to be playing like that every single week.
That's against the
Tires
Lions.
you out, honestly.
Yeah.
Are they playing down to their opponents, or is this just the real Ravens?
I literally think it's just the real Ravens.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
I think
I'm
teams are
thinking-
starting
I
to
don't know
figure out
yet.
More.
If I had to guess, I'm predicting the Ravens are going to be slowly dropping throughout the season.
They could be, but they also
13.
could not. I don't know. I honestly have no idea
Yeah,
what
their
they're going to be.
team's a mystery right now.
13 range.
The fact that they beat the Chiefs is what is like okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
right.
the only thing that really
Yeah.
stands out.
49ers, number 9.
I like it.
They've pretty much stayed in the same spot from the beginning.
That's another team I can't figure out either.
Game versus the Packers.
Trey Lance needs to get in there.
Yeah. They left Aaron Rodgers with 37 seconds. No timeouts. Apparently that was all he needed.
That's all we needed.
Man, it just came out big.
Got
Well, and you have no
Adams.
corners.
They kind of
Yeah.
crumbled, though, didn't they? The
Yeah.
49ers?
Yeah, like I said, Jimmy G had that fumble. Packers should have put it away there.
It kind of stinks because like they weren't exactly in a position to just go, oh, let's score a touchdown with like no time left on the clock. I mean, Kyle Juszczyk gets the ball at what, like the 5 or 6 yard line, trucks a few people. Like
The fact of the matter is, normally you would. There's maybe 2-3 quarterbacks in the league that'll be able to drive downfield, no timeouts, 37 seconds
Yeah.
to go and win that
let me
game.
hear who they are besides Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. That's it. I'm not
I can
even
think
gonna
of one more. I can think of one more.
You're gonna say Josh Allen,
I'm
Kyler?
gonna say Russell Wilson
Okay, Russ. That's fair.
Yeah.
because you also said
Yeah.
Russ before.
There's not too many. I'd say Josh Allen's on the fringe of being able to do that. Kyler, meh, maybe.
Maybe
I'd say
Herbert
Russ
eventually,
you could put Russ there.
There's a few other ones. There's about
Yes, I mean, so the 49ers are just the 49ers. They're just better. They're more stacked than most teams.
Actually, they have no corners. They had Norman who got hurt. So, I mean,
Yeah,
they
imagine-
really didn't have anybody covering Devontae Adams at all.
No.
And that's really what cost them the game at
Yeah,
the end.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, Devontae went
'Cause,
wild.
I mean, the offense was moving for the 49ers. I mean, it wasn't bad.
They just have good schemes. They have good game plans.
It's because they have Shanahan. He's a mastermind at that stuff.
Yeah.
So at number 9, but still number 3. Did I have them ranked number 3 in their division still?
Yes.
Cardinals. Yeah, okay. Now we have the Packers. I'm not the biggest fan of the Packers. Another situation
I'm not
here
either
where what do I do with them? I mean,
Because the Packers don't really have anybody else besides Adams and Aaron Jones. If they get figured out, they don't really have a good number 2 guy.
right, their number 2 is it Robert Tunyon? Is that what he
Or
is?
that's
He's
who
one
I'd
big-
say.
Scantling maybe going deep. I don't know.
I wouldn't
like
even
Scantling
say it's
technically.
Scantling. Scantling's just like a guy who's there.
The freaking Lizard. Is he still on the team?
The Lizard
Lazard.
King.
Lazard is not on the
I don't
team, I
think so.
believe.
Mm.
I think he is on the team.
I don't
isn't
think he is.
I don't know.
feel like he
Yeah.
might.
Regardless, I haven't heard of his name. So, yeah. What do you?
That defense is gonna kill them.
This is a tough one. You already know the Packers are going to have some bad games this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully
hope they have a
hopefully
bad
it's
one
against the
this week, am
Steelers.
I right?
Yeah.
But this is almost what I had to do with the Ravens the previous week. So I'm putting them there
Yeah,
at number
it's fine.
8.
That's fair.
There's some like crazy people. ESPN, is it? NFL? Packers at 3.
Yeah. Which
You
is
are out of
insane.
your
That
mind.
is insane.
No way are they that good.
I know.
Not even close to top 5. I struggled at putting them at 8, and I feel like I'm being pretty nice putting them at 8. Whoever you are, you need to be fired immediately.
Woo!
Don't look at my armpit,
Tom,
okay? It's
you
been a rough
just-
week,
you
all right?
just cost somebody their job.
What the heck did you do?
Hey, we out here grinding, Frank.
What, were you grinding like this against the table? You tore the shirt.
My feelings have feelings. Do not mess
I
with
tell you what, this is a team I could see dropping off a little bit on this list. Is
Titans.
Titans.
Yep.
Titans.
I agree.
Come on now.
I don't see.
Tighten
I don't-
up.
Titans.
see 'em.
Titans ain't
What
I
are
don't
you
know.
seeing?
anything.
I'm not the
I
big-
see Derrick Henry.
That's
Okay.
it.
I see
Like I
a
said, they
team.
came back against Seattle, who again's defense is
Thi-
terrible.
This week we're gonna see what the Titans really are.
Who they play
Because
this
they
week?
may not have AJ Brown and
Or
Julio
Julio.
Jones.
I know.
It's a Derrick Henry
It's-
offense.
If you got
I
Derrick
I know,
Henry,
but if you take out AJ Brown and Julio, then they're going to focus just on Henry.
Yeah,
Though
let-
you don't
let
even
me
got to
talk.
worry about your
If-
receivers.
Yeah, because here's the thing: they're on their like 4th or 5th string receiver.
Exactly.
Because the other 2 had Achilles tears in their off season.
Who are they playing?
So,
Who are they playing this week?
I haven't really looked at the schedule yet.
I haven't either. I can't.
Sadly.
I can't
Are
tell
they
you off
playing
top
the
of my head.
Colts?
No, they
they
played
played
the
No, that's who
Colts
they.
last week.
Yeah,
This is a team that I'm struggling
dude, their
to try to
defense
figure
is
out.
so bad,
If
and
They're
if
pretty
they-
much the Titans, or they're pretty much the Seahawks of the AFC.
If
Oh,
they
Titans are playing the Jets. It doesn't matter.
There we go. There we go.
give
That
AJ
helps.
Brown and Julio Jones
It
a
doesn't
chance to
matter.
rest, pick the
yeah,
under. You're
honestly,
good.
that's
You're good.
I think that's the best comparison right there.
I think the
Seahawks
Titans are
and
gonna-
the Titans are like the same team.
Yeah, but I like the Seahawks offense
I do too.
more. Titans. I mean, they have the weapons, but they're just not clicking, maybe or something right now. I don't know.
I mean, they
Hey, they're 2-1. They're in a very
Because
easy
of Derrick
division.
Henry.
Yeah, but hey, Derrick
know.
Henry's going to be on that team. He did it last year, 2,000
Yeah.
I don't
yards.
know. I like the Titans offense better than the Seahawks. I'll say it. I'll give a hot take on it.
Thank
Why
you.
not?
Appreciate the backup. Now we have a massive jump. This is where the talent level takes a major spike. We're going
Oh,
up a
yeah.
couple steps
Crazy
here
how
from
deep-
7 to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, good team. They're staying in the spot. They like keeping games
They've
close,
been
I've
in
noticed.
some scary situations though.
They have been.
Like the Jags, when they got that special teams touchdown, it was like, wow.
Well,
I thought the Jaguars were
I'm
going to
just gonna
compete
say
a little
this.
bit.
That was literally the dumbest coaching decision I've seen so far.
They
this
thought
season.
Matt Prater can bang from 68. If
Yeah.
you're going to...
It wasn't.
Tell me
like,
this.
far
Tell me
off,
this.
like-
I know you risk it getting blocked, but why not back up like
Just-
you're doing a kickoff about
Was it? I believe it was third
Yeah.
down.
4 more
Was-
steps?
Was it not third down?
I mean,
They
there was
could have
no...
just
It
need
was-
the
it was
ball and
going
gone
to-
to half and
it
been
was
like,
going to
okay, we're
half,
fine.
yeah.
Or just
We
do
got
a
the
Hail
lead.
Mary.
Let's figure things out.
Do a
at
Hail
halftime.
Mary in the end zone if you want to.
You're right.
Or just take it back a couple
Listen,
feet, throw it out of bounds.
I'm not
Like,
100%
there's
opposed
so
to them
many better
kicking that.
options.
I think what they should have done is have some like tight ends out on the field or somebody that's a little bit quicker that could have kept up because it's all offensive linemen
Yeah.
whenever
Mhm.
they're kicking field
Yeah.
goals.
Yeah.
heck, you could have
It was fun to watch.
It was.
have a wide receiver hold
Up
it
to
and then
that
just
point. After that, it
grab
was.
the ball and go down.
They
like
ended up
this or
pulling
something.
away with
It's
it.
not there.
I'm not opposed to them trying that. It's Matt Prater. He has one of the biggest legs in the NFL.
I mean, I feel like you could have gotten 2
it
yards
backfired.
closer.
It backfired.
Yeah.
But it's okay. They're playing the Jaguars.
The Browns.
Now, this is where another big step happens. I feel like the Cardinals are in their own zone here at spot number 6.
I agree.
Like
A
it.
lot of people definitely below them, and then these teams from 5 and above definitely above them.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Browns 5. Believe it or not, I was debating whether or not to put them ahead of the Buccaneers, but I didn't
think
do
that's
it
fair.
yet.
I think that's fair.
They played the Bears. We mentioned how good their defense looked. 9 sacks.
Yeah, it's a crazy time we live in that the Browns are now in the top 5 of the NFL.
Hey, this is going to be life for a while now, Joe.
Yeah.
The Browns are here to stay.
And they're a young team too, so it's
Yeah.
not like their door,
It's
the
crazy.
door slamming shut real quick or anything.
Did Odell even do anything? I don't know if he did anything. They're doing
I
without
don't know. I mean,
it's
Jarvis
his
Landry's
first-
out for
I
a
was
while.
gonna say, did he even play the whole game?
I
they
think
had
he
him
played
in
the
and out.
first half, and
Yeah.
then his thing was starting out, so he's like, "Hey, just."
Yeah.
Regardless,
They don't need Odell anyway.
they're doing it with
honestly.
no receivers. Doesn't
Yeah.
even matter.
Honestly, I think they're better without Odell. You saw how they did last year without him.
Yeah.
They got their run game. They'll be all right.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers at 4.
I
We
would put
dropping
them
them
at
off,
5.
boys.
I'd put 'em
I
at 5.
respect it just because, like I said, against the Rams, it wasn't even close.
It was
The
a
Rams
no
controlled that
contest.
whole game.
Oh, the Rams destroyed them.
So I'm excited because I finally get the opportunity to do this, to move the Buccaneers down. And yeah, look out. They might be moving down a little bit more.
It's just crazy right now. You have a 1 and 2 team in the top 3.
Don't do that.
It's the
It's the
Chiefs.
Don't do that.
It
I
is
get it,
also the Chiefs.
But again, like I said, if we're going week by week and not into the future, they shouldn't be number 3.
I think they
should
did
be
this
number
last
3
year too.
because
so.
you come into next week and they verse any of those teams below them. You're picking the Chiefs to win that game.
Yeah.
yeah, well,
Would
I
you
mean,
like
we-
the Browns losing against the Chiefs again?
Oh
you
no,
pick them?
I take the Browns this time.
I'm still picking the Chiefs.
You're still picking the
Really?
Chiefs? Wow.
I
I'd
mean,
pick the Browns right now.
Man, I'm taking.
That's a
Browns
close
in that
call for
scenario.
me.
I'd pick the
That's
Browns
a very
right now.
close call for me.
Are they gonna have Andy Reid on the sideline? That's a huge thing for me.
Rest
Yeah,
in peace,
well, I
Andy
don't know
Reid.
what
I know
his
that
status
sounds
is.
dumb, but like,
Yeah, I mean it matters. It does.
it
matter.
definitely matters when you're, you
And the
going
Bills,
from Andy Reid,
offensive
I can't even
powerhouse
name
right
the
now, putting
offensive
up points.
coordinator.
Buffalo Bills number 2.
I like it.
By the way, you guys gotta at least somewhat agree with the Chiefs being there a little bit, even despite their 1 and 2 record.
If
I
they-
like it.
if they-
They
there's-
lose
it's not
for a
like-
third week in a row though.
Yeah, and if
That's when you start
Ain't
going
happening.
panic mode.
Ain't
in my
happening.
I didn't
opinion.
think they'd lose
Nah,
back
even
to
then, I'm
back
not.
weeks.
Dude, I'm not panicking for a second.
not either.
I don't
Not
care
yet.
if they lose the next 2 games in a row after this and go in a 4-bagger.
Okay, well then I
Yeah,
start
I'd
with-
start
they're
worrying
fine.
then.
You're
Yeah,
stuck
they're
in your
fine.
ways, dude.
Nah, they're fine.
If they lose 4 in
They
a
were-
row, you're not going to
You
just
know,
stop
hear
a
me
little
out.
bit and
Let's-
think a
let's
little bit.
actually take this with
That's
a grain
absurd
of salt
for them
real
to
quick.
lose 4 games. In a
They
row.
are, if you think about it, a fumble away from being 2-1.
I know.
Or you can look at it this way. They were a false start penalty and a muffed punt or whatever, like a bad kickoff, from being 0-3.
Yeah.
So you could look at it that way, and then you start to think about it. You're like,
It depends. I mean, I'm fine with them where they're at, but
it's early.
I'm not
It's
panicking
early.
right now at all. But if,
But I'm
if they
panicking
lose
if
4 in
they
a
lose this
row,
week.
then
Who
you need
do
to
they
just
play
stop
week
and
4?
pause real
Who do they
quick.
play week
Doesn't
4?
matter. They're
I don't
winning.
know.
Listen,
Week 4, I don't know.
here's the thing. I was one of the people that said Chiefs aren't even making it to the AFC Championship game.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so
I said that beginning of the year, and I stand by that. They did it back-to-back years, dude. It is
The
tough. It
Eagles.
is grueling. The
Oh,
extra
they play
games.
the Eagles. Oh well, they're
They're gonna-
fine.
they're gonna kill
not.
the
They're
Eagles.
going to be 2-2.
This is helping-
unless
this-
something miraculous.
This
happens.
is helping me right now. I'm not doing it yet because it's still early to say it. This Browns versus Bills AFC Championship game is slowly starting to lock itself into place.
Oh.
Relax. Pump the
I don't know
brakes a
about
little bit.
locking.
I'm not pumping the brakes
the
on that.
brakes. Relax.
Nothing's locked into place until the
We're
AFC
going into
Championship.
week
Let-
4,
Let's
dude.
be real.
Like,
If
don't
the
ig-
Kansas
don't even
City
ig-
Chiefs lose to the Eagles.
Don't ignore the Chargers right now either. It's a long season. Like,
I'm
just
not.
pump the brakes a little bit.
I'm pumped.
Saying
If-
something's a lock right now.
If
Said
the
slowly.
Chiefs lose to the Eagles, I think it's time to hit the panic button.
Here's the thing. How many? I know you guys. Did you say Chiefs in the Super Bowl again?
Yeah, I did.
Did
I did.
You did. You did. TJ. I think TJ did.
I don't think I ever got a prediction.
I
for
don't know
that.
if Frank got a
wasn't here.
prediction. That's
Okay,
what I'm
I'll
saying.
make it
Everybody's
right
like
now.
Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl.
For
Now you're looking
AFC,
at them
I'll
1
make
and
it
2.
right now. AFC.
It's too late.
Browns. Well, I don't care. I don't care. Browns. And I would have said Rams anyway for NFC. So there you go. Probably what everybody else said.
I have the 49ers beginning of season.
That's fair.
How dumb are you right now?
Well, whenever Trey Lance comes in, baby.
With the
Whenever my man
Rams?
You mean
Trey-
With the
Trey
Rams
goal
there?
line lane?
Trey goal line. So, we are talking about them Bills.
Yep.
Them Bills.
Yeah,
They're
they're
at
good.
number
Bills?
2.
They're putting up
They're
points.
legit.
I want to see them play against another like really good team.
I think this.
Because who they pounded on the Dolphins, and then who they beat last week?
Football team.
Football team. So I want to see them against like a really good
Those are
opponent.
two-
Destroyed them, though.
I know,
Yeah.
and
I
they
think
should.
the Steelers, by winning in Week 1, may have unleashed a beast in Josh Allen and the Bills.
Everybody has bad games, also.
Yeah.
They played a very
but
bad half.
it's how you play the next week that really matters. You know,
And
it's
they're
how
here
you
now.
recover from.
I like the
losses.
Bills, but I still need to see them in a big game, like a good opponent.
Is
too.
anybody not okay with them at number 2?
I'm
Go with it.
Right
I
now,
am more
it's
than okay
fine.
with them at number 2.
Thank you. I thought people were going to get sad and upset and angry at
Nah,
me.
you.
I mean,
upset,
I would have
Sure.
put the knock.
you upset me in other positions. This one
Yeah.
ain't too bad.
So these last two, like you can't go wrong with. These
Yeah,
last
you really
two.
can't.
For number 1, how about we give ourselves a little round of applause real quick? Every single one of us here at this table picked Rams
That's
to
right.
beat the
Those are
Bucks.
smart.
You know who didn't?
TJ.
TJ.
And a lot of idiots. Oh, sorry. That's rude. A lot of people watching this.
Yeah.
We put our money where our mouth is.
That's true.
Put our bodies on the line.
That's true.
And said Rams are going to do it. And what did they do? Not only
they
did they
did
come
it.
there and win,
they did it.
they came in
Won by
there and
double
said, Tom
digits.
Brady,
That's right.
Well, I mean,
sit down.
They made Tom Brady look like TJ 2 weeks in a row.
Disgusting.
Oh.
defense of Tom Brady, he did not throw an interception.
No, I mean, like,
But they made him look like an average quarterback.
I'm not even going to say him. I mean, just the whole team in general. I think the Rams showed that they have an all-around
Dude.
just better team.
Their
defense
defense
is
is crazy, and their
insane.
offense is crazy.
If you hold the Bucs to 17 points, you're probably winning
I
that
don't know.
game
I
as long
just-
as you can
dude,
get
the Rams
you know,
look
play
insane to me.
The
right now.
Cardinals this week, I'm very, very excited to watch it.
Me too.
Rams
It's a
are
good
dang.
Yeah.
That whole
Rams
di-
get game of the week.
It's
again?
that it's that whole division because the Seahawks I think play the 49ers.
Yeah.
We got a good week of football headed.
Oh, I love
yeah.
it.
It's an NFC West weekend.
The Rams have been building for this moment
They
for a
need
while
to
now.
because they don't have a first round pick for the next
Sean
like
McVay's
3
been
years.
going all out. And I
it's
tell you
no
what,
teams.
if they
I think
make
maybe
it
2.
and win, I think we're going to see a lot more teams start giving away future first round picks. Really going crazy because they don't have one for forever. But if it pays off and they win the Super Bowl, it's going to be all worth it.
You're
It's not going
talking
to
about
matter.
Shanahan, right? I think you said Sean McVay.
No, Sean McVay for
Sean
the Rams.
McVay, the
Oh, I
coach.
thought you
for
were
the
talking
Rams.
about the 49ers.
How,
No, no,
how
no, no,
hyped
no.
was Sean McVay on the sideline after that touchdown?
He was so
He
at the end of the
ran to the
first
other end
half.
of the
At the end of the
field,
first
like-
half, you would think he won the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah,
He was so hyped
Oh,
up.
I know.
that is such like.
I like
It's
him. man, for
underrated how
sure.
much of like a morale boost it is to have a coach like that
Oh, yeah.
like is so animated over a touchdown in like week 3.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that happens in like the playoffs or the
For
Super
sure.
Bowl.
Yeah, it motivates you.
It motivates you to want to play.
So very
for them. Like, that's
disappointed
such
on
a
how they
huge thing
played
with
against
coaches.
the Patriots in the Super Bowl that one year.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
scored
that
like
was the
3 field
worst.
goals.
That was terrible. Was it fixed? But anyway,
I don't know. Watch one of our previous videos.
All I got to say, Sean McVay, dog.
Yeah.
Dog. Cooper Cup. Dog.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford. Dog.
Robert
Aaron
Woods.
Donald.
Where you
Aaron
at,
Donald.
dude?
I don't know
Where
if he
you
has a
at?
sack yet on the year or not. Probably
Yeah,
does.
he does.
But
He does.
dog.
Yeah,
Jalen
dog.
Ramsey. Dog.
Dog. All right.
Team's crazy.
Team
Yeah.
is crazy.
Team be crazy.
It's nutty.
Listen, boys, this is my week 4 power rankings. Well, heading into week 4. We call it week 4. Let me know what you guys think. Where am I right? Where am I wrong? Let me know. Also, make sure you guys subscribe. More madness coming soon. Let's go, Lurs, this week. Going to be a tough game.
Go, Lurs.
What is your game of the week? Ending things here. See y'all in the next one. Peace.